Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just be aware that I am recovering from a cold, so my voice may give out before I've finished. Also, my hands are super dirty because I just gave my Barbie rainbow hair. It's Pride Month and I haven't been able to do anything super gay. So I decided to give my Barbie rainbow hair. It's not exactly mine. I just found it while we were cleaning out the basement. And then I braided it so that it would be out of the way. But look, isn't she pretty? Yeah, she doesn't have a face and she's naked. But today I wanted to do a sketchbook tour. This sketchbook I started the 13th of January 2018, and I finished it the 9th of June 2019. So it took me a year and a half to fill the sketchbook up, although at the same time I've been filling up other sketchbooks, so it hasn't been all just this. And I named a different sketchbook Ember. This one, the name that I have in the cover for it is Elliot, because that's what I felt like naming it. So the first page in here is plans for a dress that I wanted to make in real life, and this is the description for this character that I was creating, and that she had white hair. This dress here was going to be like different colors of purple. She had this parasol, and then this is like sketching out the designs, the front and back bodice, the front and back skirt with metal butterflies, a lace jacket, and then this was the hair because it would have had to be a wig because I wanted to actually wear this outfit. Sorry, I haven't really figured out my camera angle yet, so. And then here is me sketching that out. I'm just going to move the camera back a little bit. There you go. That's a little bit better. What if I put it here? Nope, I'm gonna move it back. We'll figure it out. So here it is drawn out how I want it to be. And I did try to make something kind of like this, but it ended up being completely different. Then on this page is a bunch of stuff that I drew from reference images. There is a butterfly, this cute thing, and I did the coloring myself, which was one of the first things in this book that I shaded well, nicely, and then the ballerina. This was an illustration trying to show the process of how hard it is being a grade A student. So you start out working to get your grade up and you're at the top and you're like, yeah, finally, but then you're so stressed that you just sort of want to get an A+, and then you finally get over here and you're the winner, and then you just don't want to be there anymore. And it goes down to this, and then these are people who almost fell off, and this is someone who just like gave up before they started. These are other sketches. I tried to draw myself, I think, and it did not come out well. And these were dress form sketches. My mom drew this in, and this was just random drawing. I couldn't figure out how to draw legs or arms, and then I was trying to figure out how hair worked. This is a bunch of different rainbow colored people doing yoga poses because I was trying to practice drawing a human form but kind of animated looking. So there's a bunch of different poses like this with different colors. This is, it's on a church bulletin thing, but I drew flowers. And it came out looking really cool. They're in like rainbow color patterns, and I really like them. Then here is some more yoga people with flowers. Again, kind of in rainbow order down from the top. Then here's even more yoga figures, and this one, I did take the line art directly from a reference. This one I think was from my imagination, but the coloring in this one, it came out really nice. Just still trying to figure out how to show this to you in the best way. This is just, I was playing with my colored pencils, and you can see here where the pressure from that pressed over. And on this side, it looks really cool because the impressions are rainbow. I like that page almost more than this page. Then over here we have some anime girls. I was practicing drawing different accessories and stuff without using a specific reference. So all the poses and stuff are original. The only thing that isn't are the ties. This was my attempts at drawing Dan and Phil. I'm gonna hold the camera because, so sorry about this, but I just want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing really well. There we go. This is so much better. Sorry if it's gonna be shaky, but there we go. So that's Dan and Phil. That was my attempt at drawing Stitch, but I messed up. Ooh, look, cute naked lady. I was drawing naked people with horns, and she's standing on a railroad track with a train coming towards her, and my art teacher said, "Oh wow, do you want to try and watercolor your illustration?" And I'd never thought of what I draw as illustrations before, but yeah. So this was kind of like an art turning point for me. This one I have to turn sideways. So then I drew a couple more of these like wild women characters where, so this one is, she's chained up in the forest, but she's floating out to look into the room of a person. She's got a mask on and then bunny ears and tail. And this one is a fox girl, and I used some actual like fine liners to line her so she stands out from the page really well. And yep, this was just trying out these pens that I got called Clicks pens. They're not bad, but they're not great. They spot a lot, and sometimes they like don't give ink out and you have to go back over it. This was just some swirly playing with colors and a sketch for my art class about things that I wanted to maybe make for sculpture class. Here is what I ended up trying to do, or I did the first part of it anyway. I got the L done. The L is what I ended up turning in, but basically I was going to make a town in the shape of the word live. Then I set it on fire. You can see that in a different video. This was another idea I had because we had to make 3 pages worth of sketches. So I thought about maybe making a boat. And then here we've got more swirls. Sorry about the shadow, it's my leg. And then some more playing with lines. I had a sticker book full of princess stuff, where the stickers you could reuse over and over again, and so I decided to draw the princesses in there with everything that they had to wear. So there's going to be a bunch of pages of that. Here's Cinderella. This came out well except for the fact that her body is super disproportional and her face looks weird, but the shading and coloring looks good. And then this is Jasmine, obviously. For some reason, this one I kind of wanted her to make look like she was in war. It kind of reminded me of Camo. Then this is her fancy thing, and I just got tired of drawing hands. And there she is. And some of them are outfits that you don't see in the movies, that they would just happen to be the ones that were provided in the sticker book, and I just planned to use them all, so I did. Here I was feeling rebellious, and so I drew a bunch of butts. And, oh yeah, I drew a penis, and I tried to draw a vulva, but I didn't figure out how. Yeah, I was annoyed with my mom, and I was like, I'm gonna do something you won't like. And then I decided to draw sexy princesses. So here she is wearing a lot of accessories and not much clothes. Then we've got Snow White. I tried to match the colors of their outfits to the colors they were, I think, in the book. This is Belle. And there's some Ariel over here. I just fit stuff in where I thought it would go. That's Sleeping Beauty, Aurora. See, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a cape, but there wasn't a way to put it on her as a cape in the book. Snow White, that one's Belle, Ariel. Those two. There's the fairy. I got tired of drawing hands, so I just wrote hand. Merryweather is her name. And the wedding dress, which I always think was the prettiest. And the original Belle dress. And then Snow White. Oh, here are pictures of me as a child, because I was going to draw them, but then I didn't do it ever. But I really should. That's me. I know it looks like a boy, but I was helping my dad in the shop. That's me, my mom, and my brother. This one's me. My brother's a bumblebee. I think it was for like Halloween kind of stuff. There I'm finger painting. And then here, I'm just going to turn the camera, so sorry about the shadow. I'm practicing drawing forms of people in different positions looking sexy in weird underwear. Because, you know, why not? And here's some more of that. Like, you know, she's cool. I think she was supposed to be Lady Hulk. There's a tail. I wanted to try drawing people with different body sizes. I've been trying to do more inclusive drawing of that. This was Sexy Ariel, covering up her areolas because some reason those are illegal to see, but her tail and everything came out really well. This is Snow White. I like her face in this one, but she looks kind of Asian because of the way I did the eyes. And her body, I still don't know how to do this. Also, it makes her look like she's gonna seduce the dwarves when she gets home, but I mean, maybe she was into that. We don't know. Again, with this one, I like the way the face and the hair turned out. The arms are a little too long, I think. But yeah. And then this is Belle, and I felt like I gave her a tail because I thought, you know, maybe if she's into that whole beast kind of stuff, she might be into pet play and just some accessories. I don't know. The tail came out really cute, actually. I like the skin tone, too. This was what I drew for Sleeping Beauty, laying on a fainting couch kind of thing, with just a corset on, but I never colored it in because I did not like the way it came out. This doesn't look really natural, at least not to me. I mean, and obviously these are animated, but this is Cinderella, but with a different hairstyle. She's meditating, and I don't know why I crossed out the boobs, but maybe she's meditating an aura around them. This is Cinderella wearing clothes that I completely made up except for her hair thing. And then this is Sleeping Beauty in, except for the accessories again, an outfit I completely made up. Well, I mean, I think I googled pictures because I didn't have any idea what to put her in, but I actually like her better than the other ones just because I get to use my own face shape, and I really like the one that I use personally. Look, the flower crown is cute. This is my own mermaid. The face I don't like as much because I'm not good at drawing half faces, but I love the tail. The tail took a lot of time. And then here's just their faces because I still had more accessories that I had to draw. Then I got another book that I was drawing pictures out of, and I could go get it, but I'm being really lazy. These are exact copies, well, not exact, but excuse me, copies of the pictures in the book about fashion through the ages. And I could actually get it and show you really quick. My hand is stuck in the thingy. Here. So this is the original, and this is what I drew. I can't really put them next to each other because the camera viewy thing isn't big enough, but I think I did pretty well. So the next couple drawings are from that book. Because, I don't know, I like to practice drawing what I see. So the first thing was the ancient Egypt with the patterns, the super detailed stuff. This was the queen, and then I made up a servant character, but it didn't look as good. Here we've got the ancient Rome. The shadows in this one came out so good. I really like it. The design on this, not so much. And then we went into the China area where I was trying really hard to get this part right. Drawing patterns is really hard. There's the queen. Ooh, this was a drawing that I went somewhere and this was I took a picture and then I remembered what the picture looked like. This is supposed to be a guardian of something from Asian folklore, and they had a statue of it. And so then I was sketching out different ways I could make it look because I wanted to make a character based on that. So I made kind of like a dinosaur, kind of like a puppy, a Chinese dragon, Asian dragon, and then like a warrior, and then I went with this one. And here's my final of a more humanoid shaped warrior, and then a more like animalistic warrior kind of thing where it's levitating. That's what these circles are. And this turned out really cool. I don't draw original stuff a whole lot, and I always like it when I do. And my camera's recognizing her face, so that's really cool. There's this other one. This is something that I drew when I was listening to a book called The Hangman's Daughter, and that's what I was inspired by. I was also a little depressed, but you know, it's fine. So I drew a girl hanging. I am losing my voice, so I'm gonna pause this video, and well, I'm not gonna pause, but the second half will be here in a minute.